Hello, welcome
Hello.
back to a video on my channel after nearly a year, I think. I don't even remember what
The Blazing Cross channel.
the Grand Blazing Cross, little bit of sword art mixed in there. I played some slime. Yeah, I think
There was some slime.
yeah,
Everyone forgot about slime.
slime was the most recent thing I was doing. I had high hopes for that game, and in terms of YouTube stuff, it was
slime
doing really
was
well.
what I hoped Black Clover is.
Yeah.
Essentially.
And I got so afraid when people were like, the Black Clover game is like slime. And I was like,
it's nothing like slime.
if it was like slime, like it would be dead on arrival. I personally think you can enjoy the slime game. And you know, that's completely fine if you do. I think that has one of the most boring and like unentertaining combat systems of any gacha game I've ever played.
Which is like the complete opposite of Black Clover.
Yeah.
Like Black Clover, I don't even know why people are even comparing to that game. No, I haven't seen a single person on Twitter comparing to Epic 7, even though
it is Epic 7 with Grand Cross graphics. That is the game. If you just took those two sentences and like Black Clover IP, you have this game, right? If you played Epic 7, it's very, very like combat is essentially 1-to-1, but rather than 2D, it's 3D. And there's a little bit more, like you technically have like a fourth move in this game because of combined attacks. But outside of that, it's pretty much primary, secondary with a cooldown, ultimate that also has like a cooldown, we'll say, but a different system. And yeah, like I couldn't be happier. I've been on Twitter, you know, I'll start summoning real quick. But I've been saying for such a long time, like out of all the games that I've played, Epic 7 is probably the best in terms of the gameplay quality, and I think Epic 7 is probably like the best gacha game I have played. With like it has downsides, right? And one of them is that it's an original IP and it will never get as popular as like something else.
I don't think that's a downside.
I like it.
Personally.
I just want it to be more popular, but it is like gated because
Genshin
of its original.
is also an original IP, and it was like insanely popular. I think. Honestly, the only thing I absolutely despise about Epic 7 is the amounts of RNG throughout the game.
Yeah.
Like, some RNG here and there is fine, but the game is littered
all the time. Why does that exist?
Littered with RNG. And, I mean, this game will also be like that because there's, like, stun chances and stuff like that. But it also makes for interesting gameplay.
As long as the base 15% BS that exists in Epic 7 isn't in here, I'm fine with, like, predictable RNG. But yeah,
oh chef.
Genshin is like Genshin broke the world, right? So the fact that it's like original IP like isn't as relevant because it went Breath of the Wild gacha game, and it looks beautiful. So, but I think for a original IP game, Epic 7 does such a great job at competing as a gacha. But yeah, I hate farming Wyvern.
This is why I think this game will be so popular. Like you know, Grand Cross at launch on global, especially obviously. JP was also pretty popular at launch, but I'm saying like in global was massive, right? For a 7 Deadly Sins game, it was massive because 7 Deadly Sins is a popular IP relatively speaking, but it's not to the levels of like other games we've played before, like you know Naruto Blazing, Dokkan, whatever. But Black Clover is literally trending on Twitter today. Like, and it's not anything to do with the game, right? It's like, there's not even a new chapter. There's like leaks for the chapter. It's like Black Clover is a massive IP. And it's a really good one as well. Yep. I'm assuming you've already, like, you're keeping up with the manga.
So I read up to where the anime finished. I have not gone past that.
I am basically, like, keeping up.
Okay.
Right? And, like, the story is just so good.
I can't wait.
The twists that are currently happening are so good. Like it's a really good story on top of a good game. Oh, Gayami, nice. Sure. I mean, he's not very good actually.
No, that's fine.
I said this in my video, but it doesn't matter. It's Yami, you know.
Let me see.
I mean, he's like an AOE unit, so that could be interesting. But it's like a really, really good IP. Bro, 3 shafts in a row.
You're just not hitting today.
Never mind. The summaries suck. Which I mean, a lot of people really like Seven Deadly Sins, but like, I feel like in the anime community, there's more people that hate Seven Deadly Sins than love Seven Deadly Sins. Where I think Black Clover is more balanced.
Yeah.
And
Seven Deadly Sins anime definitely
didn't help. It did not help.
Did not help the increased popularity of Grand Cross. Season 3 onward was, whew. And then I mean, like every other Seven Deadly Sins meme I see is Seven Deadly Pedophiles on Twitter.
I mean, Black Clover, the beginning of Black Clover kind of sucks.
At least you didn't have to watch the first 7 episodes of Asta just screaming.
No, I watched the first few episodes when it first came out. Like when the anime first came out, and I did not continue. I just hated it. And then, when we heard about the Black Clover game, like Speedy wouldn't shut up about Black Clover. He wouldn't shut up, right? And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna read it if you think it's so great, all right? And it was great. It's really good.
Okay, I still got 9 multi.
It's really good. Like the characters are mostly really good. I have a problem that like no one dies in the series, but whatever. Like their series are like the.
It's just cool. Like the fights are cool. The transformations are cool. Everyone has like a really unique, like just super unique powers.
Yeah. And so I think that, like, one big thing every person before starting a gacha game, like, is worried about is this gacha game gonna survive, right? Oh, God, the Mars. Is this gacha game gonna live for a long time? And I think a big aspect is obviously how popular it is, right? And I think that this game already, like, has so much going for it. Like, anyone that's been thinking about starting the game when the game actually drops should... It's a good game with a good IP. It's like there's no...
Like, this is going to be a mainstay game, for sure. Like, when Slime came out and I played it for 30 minutes, I knew that this game was not surviving. So.
That's the thing I was about to say, actually. I was about to cut you off, actually, but I was about to say... Like, Slime has a really good IP. I love Slime. But there was no beta, right? The only closed beta was like Japanese only with like screenshots. Like the Japanese really didn't capture gameplay. Like there was like no gameplay out there. Unlike us, because apparently we don't care. But there was like no gameplay. So we didn't know anything about the game until it came out earlier than was expected, which was very strange.
Yeah, and there was like 6 banners within 2 weeks.
The first day that I played it, I was like, this looks like Clash of Clans. Like this is not a good game.
I really like the building system and like the town system, but man, the gameplay was okay. Was not it.
I could do without the town system, and the gameplay wasn't good. And genuinely, the first day when I played, I was like, oh, I talked so much about this game. I hyped up this game, and I'm already like, I don't know, bro. What is so many shafts? Pretty
good for me.
But having played Black Clover for hours, like the first day that I played the beta, I played for like 16 hours straight.
My God.
Like I couldn't stop playing the game. Like the game crashed quite a bit for me. I don't know how it was performance-wise for you.
On my phone, never crashed. I'm running it on Nox. Who's this? Is this Mars? Yeah. I'm running on Nox, and I do get crashes. Like, when I do specific things, like try to use a friend unit on a stage, it'll, like, repeatedly crash.
That's a big crash. That's one that really crashes.
And then sometimes when I'm trying to, like, upgrade certain things, it'll crash. But outside of that, like, if I'm just playing the game normally, like, it won't crash. It's like when I go into these, like, weird menus. But I think it has to do with... the fact that so much of this game isn't available to us. A lot of the stuff, like we did the first 3 chapters, which gets us to like the first big attack on the capital, like that wraps up, and that's where the beta ends. So there's there's so much of the story to go from there. And a lot of the menus just don't work, right? Like a lot of the buttons you'll click on and they'll just say like this feature is not available in the closed beta test.
The performance of the game is good. Like there's no FPS drop. I mean, on my recording, you're gonna see FPS drops because I'm doing like a reflector thing, like it's through Wi-Fi. But the game itself, like, there's no FPS drop. Like, the quality is really good. And then all of a sudden it just crashes on the menus. It never crashes in game. Like, if I put like repeating, what would you say?
I was gonna say, like, the game just looks amazing.
Mm-hmm. The ultimates are really good animation. I would say, like, if you put like repeating battle, right, and you put like 30 battles in a row, never crashes between those battles, never. But on the menu, preparing to go do something, it crashes. So that's one thing that bro, what? Okay, what is this?
It's just not meant to be. It's something you get off for the rest of the beta.
Yeah, I mean, I said, like, I mean, for me, I'm not gonna play the beta anymore because obviously we don't keep our progress, and I'm already done with the story and stuff like that. Like, the only thing I would want is like to try out other characters.
Yeah, it's mostly to like familiarize ourselves.
But we don't even know if the characters are gonna behave the same when the game comes out and stuff like that. You know, like Vengeance is really good with like his like immortality thing, and like rules counters, and I actually don't know what Mars does. I just know he's good, but we don't even know if they're gonna like tweak like the percentages.
Like, something's got to change for PvP. You cannot take that long to do one fight. People just have like infinite health in PvP.
But yeah, for now, I've just been advocating the game, saying like on Twitter, on my videos, this is a game you should be looking out for. Like, you should pre-register for the download of the main game. Like, genuinely, like, this is a game you want to be here from day one. Like, you want to, you know.
Like we mentioned it before, this game is very, very like Epic 7 in terms of the systems, and it seems to have not as much RNG.
Never mind, I hate this game. Never mind.
It doesn't seem to have as much RNG. When it comes to the gear stuff, from what I saw, like farming the gear.
No, sir. There is.
There is?
There is. Yes. The gear system is just like Epic 7.
Well, you
get the gear. So let me pull up a character.
But you can no, because you can guarantee upgrade specific substats. You don't like level up something 4 times and it randomly rolls an upgrade. You can target the substat. That's just like a normal thing you can do in here.
No, yes. Yeah, it's not completely Epic 7, right? But
to me, that's the biggest part, because like finding the gear with the right substats is like doable. But then when you just roll everything into effectiveness, when you wanted speed, yeah, that's not fun. Also, have you seen a substat for speed on a piece of gear yet?
No, there's none. I would have seen it.
Yeah, because I have yet to see speed on there, which is one of my concerns, because it just means that everyone's speed is what it is, and you don't have a way of manipulating it. Which,
I mean, no. There's the speed gear set.
There is? Okay.
Yeah, here. So this gear set, right? I don't know if you see my screen. Yes. Applies 12% speed increase for 1 turn at the start of the battle. And that's about it, actually. But there's a 15% chance to apply 15% stamina increase. Stamina is the speed.
Okay.
Stamina usually is like HP, but in this game is speed.
Oh, all greens.
But it's like a chance. That's what I'm saying. Like, this game has layers of RNG, kind of like Epic 7. But here, so this is one of the +8 gears. One of my few.
Ooh.
So I rolled terribly, right? Damage resistance was my first substat I rolled, which not what you want, right? Maybe I'll do like crit chance. I don't even know what accuracy does.
Yeah, is there a miss chance in this game?
I don't even know what accuracy does. And then I rolled like attack.
I'm going to assume accuracy is the equivalent of effectiveness in Epic 7.
You know, you can continue leveling up the gear. So it goes up to +12. But I haven't had because I farmed the gear stage so much, and I don't even have enough resources to +12. So, I mean, to be fair, right? Maybe, especially because there's there's like a chance of you like not succeeding on the upgrade, right? Which I missed like a ton of these.
Man, I have failed. If you are a Korean MMO player, this is Maple Story star upgrades. This is Lost Ark honing right here. Whew. Missing a 70% chance 6 times in a row. I wish I was recording the game. I was fuming.
Yeah, I missed an 80% like a few times. I was like, what the hell, bro? What? Like, how's that possible? But yeah, there's I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, the gear system is like, there's that element of RNG to like the substats and stuff, but yes, there's not as much because on Epic 7 you have to, like, if you want like a really good speed gear, you need to like quad roll, high roll speed on a piece of gear. And I don't think it's going to be that bad when it comes to that, right? Like there's not going to be like 20 plus speed chase type stuff on the gears. Right. I don't think, or I hope there isn't, because that's just like, depressing.
The lack of speed is also like, that's like the reason a speed, like I wanted a speed stat is because it creates like build diversity, right? Like you get like, oh, is this going to be a fast RB or a degen RB, or you know, like how like you can build a unit so many different ways, and you still can with this type of gearing system that you have. Like we have ways to build a unit. It's not going to be Grand Cross where it's okay, is it, you know, your first row is 15% whatever attack, defense, HP, like that's not going to be this game. Like you will have stats that you're going to be targeting and you're going to be rolling into them, and each character will have like a cool unique build. And you won't just be able to be like, okay, well, I'm making 45 sets of HP gear.
It's an interesting thing where, like, for example, like Grand Cross, right? I guess like the biggest uphold for upgrading characters is the resources to actually level them up, right? Like the SSR pendants, the raid materials, right? But for this game, leveling up the characters is not really that bad. You know, level up the bond by just using the character. Or by gifting them these like things, which I'm assuming when the game actually comes out is going to be like much more prevalent. The real kicker is going to be just like Epic 7, where it's like the gear.
Yes.
Right? The gear, making the gear sets, with this like Resident Evil 4, like
item inventory, backpack system.
Yeah.
And
that's gonna be like the real drive.
If you,
per se, if we're just, like,
for anyone, because we're running towards 20 minutes, if anyone is interested in like a review of the game, Nagato, your previous video is like a full like 25-minute review going over your thoughts of everything. Yeah. So
there's actually a few stuff that I forgot to include in the video. I was gonna mention like some of the things I want changed. I think one big problem with the game is the lack of explanation.
Oh my god, it's so confusing. What does the bar beneath your health do in battle?
There's a very big lack of explanation for stuff. One terrible thing is they don't explain that you can actually select your skill orders. So there's an option right here. It's very clear if you just look at it. You can select what order. The order of the skills on auto, and that's a great feature, which no one knows about.
I didn't know about.
So you can put, for Vermilion's gonna do this skill first, and then this skill, and then this skill, and then this skill. So it's like, this is a great feature that's just not explained. And I was gonna mention that, and I completely forgot. But yeah, I also forgot. I guess not only the game forgot, I also forgot.
Also, like battle, there's so a lot of the menus that provide information, like the question marks, are disabled, but we just don't know. Like if on your screen right now, if you hit the bubble next to team setup, like it won't work. The little question mark on the top left next to team setup.
Oh, this feature is not available.
That is on every single one of those question marks. We just don't know. So like it probably will be better when the game launches.
Yeah, I'm like, fair enough. It's a closed beta, and they want our feedback, which is why I actually wanted to mention this, right? They want our feedback. But yeah, this is a big problem with this closed beta. Is like, I didn't know there was repeat battle until like yesterday. I didn't know. Like, there's, if you know, and you go on your menus. Let's say I'm going to challenge, normal challenge, the gear, right? Obviously, you can see because of the camera, but there's a button at the bottom here that says repeat battle. You just, put max and it starts. I didn't see the button. They don't tell you about it.
And one thing that I will say, it's so nice that you do not need like no tickets or anything needed. Like it's just like a genuine repeat system that exists in the game. So that's good to see, because
what game would need tickets?
Epic 7 on launch did not have repeat battle, and then when it did, it needed tickets to run repeat battles.
Okay. No, it's just a good old repeat battle, just like Epic 7 currently has, or more like Grand Cross has, because Epic 7 has like the path system, which sucks, but it's more like old-fashioned like Grand Cross. It's like, how many you want, and it goes. I'm hearing like a heartbeat, and like, where is this coming from? It's the game. It's like okay.
I still got plenty.
Yeah, are you done summoning? You still have currency?
I'll do like one or two more. But there's like so much to talk about, and I'm sure there's gonna be more videos. Like I have to go over my thoughts on the game and just breaking down stuff. Like, like we've been all over in this video just talking about random stuff, but there's so little out there on the game.
I think I want to drive us to talk about the stuff that people that haven't been able to play the closed beta will want to know and stuff like that, right?
But it's good, right? So in the future, when the game comes out, summon videos will probably be actual summon videos where we care about what we're summoning. This is right now more of just like background for us to talk about the game.
I mean, I kind of cared about what I was summoning, but I got no SSRs.
Well, I got in part 1 6 summons, so 0.06%
yeah,
summon.
You got the freaking seasonal character.
Yes, sir. I'm just built like that.
I haven't pulled a single seasonal character. I did like all the free currency I could. I didn't pull a single one.
Yeah,
I feel like that.
So the nice thing is, like, we'll probably be wrapping up here. I will be continuing to cover Black Clover content. It's gonna be a little bit awkward though, because when the closed beta ends to the gap of when the game comes out, like they probably won't expect too much.
Yeah.
My thing is, you know, I've had my whole transition of I started my channel when I began college. And then from college all the way to getting a job, and now
you're a grown-ass man.
I'm a grown man. I'm a software engineer, and I have time to make videos. It's just that everything that currently exists, like I have no interest in making videos on. So I'm just simply not until this game comes out.
So you and I are very similar. When I started my channel, I was also starting college, and now I have no jobs.
What do you mean? You're a full-time Nagato Dash, Black Cross, Clover Blazing, Rise of the Wizard Grimoire
off of spending money on video games. Would you look at that?
My goal is to get to a point where I can just sustain my whale spending.
That's the goal.
I don't care about profit. I just want to minimize the damage to my wallet. So that's it for me. Make sure you guys check out the first part on Nagato's channel. I doubt there is a singular person who is watching this video that doesn't know who Nagato is.
Come from the other one, or because I mean, you know how YouTube is, right? You don't upload for a while.
Yeah, it's I'm starting from scratch again. Doesn't matter if I got 40k subs. It's as if I had 500. But
essentially,
it's all good. It'll slowly build back up. And the nice thing is, like, I will be focusing on like competitive stuff for this game. Whenever it comes out, that's always what I wanted to do with Epic 7, but when you get a late start in that game, it's so hard to pull yourself up. Either way, it's a long one. Thank you, Nagato, for doing summons.
Thank you for having me.
I'm sure we'll do plenty more, and we'll have the screen looking nice and normal in the future. It's just closed beta issues.
Proper sized.
Okay, but that's it for me. You guys have a good one.